Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm reviewing Star Wars Tales of the Jedi Episode 2 Justice, which was written by Dave Filoni and directed by Saul Ruiz and was released on October 26, 2022. So yeah, I thought it was great. It's the first of the three Dooku shorts, which I thought all three of them were extremely good. But this one shows Dooku when he was still a master to Qui-Gon Jinn. So, we get to see, younger versions of both those characters, which I definitely like. Getting to see more of that, and for the first time on on-screen cinematic stories. Obviously, we've gotten stuff in publishing stories, like some of the more recent canon stuff, like the novels Dooku, Jedi Lost, and Master and Apprentice. But obviously, those weren't the main focuses of both those stories. And Master and Apprentice was more about Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, and there's some flashbacks, but. And Dooku Jedi Lost was just more about Dooku. So, we don't get a deep dive into their relationships. And obviously this short is only like 14 minutes, 15 minutes, somewhere around that. So, we don't go super deep into it in this, but I did like what we did get. But in the short, we see both of them head to this planet, which I don't even think we even got a name for it in it, but Dooku and Qui-Gon are investigating the kidnapping of the center of the planet's sun, which they head to this kind of like almost run-down village in like the middle of nowhere on this planet. But the people still live in this village and obviously are very poor and just don't have a very good living situation. Mainly because this senator, I think his name was Dagonet, has just kind of neglected the people of his planet who live in places like this village. But they go to the local canteen or pub or whatever, and they find this older lady who pretty much tells them all of that. And they learn that the villagers kidnapped the senator's son because they have no other way to get through to the senator to get the change they need. So they take Dooku and Qui-Gon to where the senator's son is, and so they can talk to him, which the senator's son sees why the villagers kidnapped him and, agrees with why they did it. And, agrees that his father is treating these villagers poorly. Obviously, the villagers aren't treating him poorly, so, that helps him see that these, aren't bad people and that there's desperate people, and he helps him see what they're going through and whatnot. But while that's all going on, we see some villagers alert them, saying that the senator has arrived with soldiers. So Dooku, Qui-Gon, and the villagers go out. They're in like this barn-like building. They leave that and go and confront him, which we see one of the villagers getting paid because they revealed the location where the senator's son was. And she only did it because she just is desperate and needs the money so that she can just, eat food. But the senator then asks Dooku to arrest the villagers, which Dooku refuses. So the senator orders the soldiers to start firing, which is a bit of a shootout. Some of the villagers die, and so Dooku starts, going a little too far, going to the dark side, and starts force choking the senator, which Qui-Gon tries to stop him, but Dooku, pushes him back and continues to choke the senator. So Qui-Gon goes and frees the senator's son, so he can go and save his father, which he gets there right as Dooku is about to strike down the senator, which makes Dooku realize what he's doing, kind of back down. But the senator's son asks the senator, why did he let this happen to the people and whatnot. But and then cuts, and later on we see the son talking to the older villager, or the older lady villager, telling her that he won't let this happen again, and he leaves with his father. But afterwards, Dooku and Qui-Gon, kind of watch the villagers seemingly trying to build a new life, I guess. And Dooku wonders if any change will happen, which Qui-Gon asks him if that's why he took action into his own hands, which Dooku responds by telling him that his actions save lives, meaning, Qui-Gon's actions, which Qui-Gon responds with, just thinking in a moment, which Dooku says, to Qui-Gon that means he's a much wiser man than he is. Which Qui-Gon says that's all because of your teachings. Which I really like that little moment between the two, showing some of their relationship as master and apprentice. Obviously, Dooku kind of, doesn't really answer Qui-Gon's question about taking actions in his own hands, kind of brushes it off. But I like that scene. Obviously, also Dooku saying about wondering if the events will actually bring change, which, they obviously don't give that answer, and I doubt we'll ever get that answer. But, I think it was, leave open then so the viewer can kind of decide. Obviously, I hope so, but, in the world of politicians, you can never know. But, I really love this short. I just loved getting more on-screen Dooku stories. But, I really loved his and Qui-Gon's relationship in this episode and whatnot. I really like the story of this village kind of being neglected by the people they elected to serve them. But also the visuals are top-notch, as was the score. My only complaint is I wish it was longer. But, it was short and got to the point, and it did it wonderfully. So, I'm fine with it. But, my grade, I'm giving it an A+. So, yeah. But that's going to be it for this one. I'll have a review of the third short out eventually, so you check that out then. But, in the meantime, you check out my review on the first one and the full season or series review, so you check that out also. But, I've been Sarzuno. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
But you must face death. Honor it. Do not fear it. Jedi. Ahsoka is Jedi.